hate this app.
The truer words have never been spoken.
What does that mean? Like when you're clean, you feel like you don't need this trash.
Dude, when I'm like, off of the sauce, this motherfucker pisses me off.
Yeah. The sauce and the herb keep you chill. Like it doesn't make you, otherwise you're just dealing with yourself
If I'm
sober.
smoking a blunt and drinking a beer and talking to John and Mountain and I'm like kicking back, yeah, this is me being me. Why? Because I'm drinking a beer and smoking a blunt. But if I'm being sober as fuck, you motherfuckers fucking piss me off.
Yeah. But that's a you issue,
I don't know. I mean, do I need to just keep staying drunk and not?
Well, I was reading today on this Alan Watts video in the comment section, and somebody said, smoke weed and read the Tao Te Ching. And then somebody was like, I did that for 40 years, and then I stopped doing it, and I wanted to see if I could have the same type of experience without the cannabis. And he's like, I'd never turn back, and he's like, I've had the same experience without the cannabis.
Cool for him.
Yeah, fuck that.
Well, what I'm saying is the ability to have the same, neurological experience is probably possible. Because cannabis is just like an inhalant that puts tetrahydrocannabinoid into your bloodstream, running it through your brain, going through all those, little holes and doing electrical connections and changing things. It's like, what's it really doing? Not,
Well,
It's binding synaptic clefts.
well, something that I've noticed with weed. I love weed, but like it's crazy. Like I'll get all drunk as fuck and I'll be wittier on alcohol than I will on weed because I just do weed every day so much that it's the same old thing. It's almost like your brain, your body has neuroplasty, like your brain neuroplasty. If you do the same thing over and over, you get used to it.
Well, like neuroplasty is like the fact that your neurons are pliable to like somebody else's manipulation. Like they can play with your brain like it's Play-Doh. It's not your brain is not pliable like that.
No,
your brain is introspective to self.
What that means is that it's it starts to get used to things. It builds a tolerance to anything.
I might be stupid, but I know I'm not dumb.
That's what that means, isn't it? I mean, neuroplasty, like your brain.
Neuro means neurons, nerves, and plasty means like the fixation. Like rhinoplasty is like nose surgery. Plasty is like the fixation of something.
Well, let's look up the
definition. You're talking. Neuroplasty is. Talk about nerves. Go for it, man.
Yeah. Neuroplasticity is the brain's automatic rewiring of itself, subconsciously. There's no conscious rewiring. Having the brain is so intelligent it fixes itself. That's what neuroplastic is.
Well, can you prove to me how the biological system works, where a severed nerve can repair itself?
I mean, I can't do that off the top of my head, obviously.
Well, nobody can because it's not possible.
If you say so, doctor.
Then why did Christopher Reeves never walk again?
Good question. Maybe his lawyers didn't want him to. Ba-dum-bum.
Because there's no way to fix a severed spine.
They sued the horsing industry, made $1 billion. Not many people know that about him.
Oh, I know the equestrian lawsuit.
Yeah, they sued the equestrian industrial manufacturer.
Yeah. It sucked. They shouldn't have.
Well, Mountain, you know what I have found works very well is if you have the luxurious ability to wake and bake. Now, if you work and you can wake and bake on your days off, if you want to experience neuroplasticity or dialectic therapy, guess what you do?
Dialectic. I love that word.
Guess what you do exactly. Guess what you do after you ingest the broccoli. Guess what you do?
Dude, hold your breath. You fucking hiccuping bitch.
Guess what you do? I just say a shawarma sandwich. You open up Clubhouse, or you open up YouTube, or you open up your phone, and you record yourself reading what's called an external hard drive, otherwise known as a book. And if you read a book out loud and then you listen,
well, it's an extra interface to me.
What is a book?
Okay.
a book is
What
an
is a book?
it's an external hard drive.
It's an external interface.
Yeah, you can put it
I don't know if
it inside yourself, but you got to
I
read it.
haven't read a book in 15 years.
Oh, Jesus, Louise, Mary, Joseph, and all the apostles.
So, so anyways, this is what good neuroplasticity is. It's called reading a book.
And all the above. That's so funny, dude.
So, somebody's asking me on YouTube Live, are you really bald or is that a cap? Be a pretty good cap.
No, it's a cap, dude. It's a skin.
We come from
Am
France.
I really 50 years old in my picture? Yes.
We come from France. Beldar.
Dude, I just, oh my
Fight
god.
about it.
Oh my god, I got this fucker.
What are you playing?
Pool Blitz.
What on PS3? PS4?
Xbox Series X, but you can get it on PS5 and computer. We should play it. It's fun.
John, if I sing a song that's copyrighted,
Yes,
you're
I
gonna
got
fuck
this
your shit.
fucker.
Yeah, you can sing a copyrighted song. It's not going to trigger a copyright.
We're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore.
Dude, that was sick, dude.
That needs to be one of your like anthem songs, bro. Like Twisted Sister.
Well, I've heard a few people have that.
We're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it. Like, there's a whole bunch of like covers of that bitch.
Yeah.
Hey, and John, I gave you Saigon Kick the other day. Love is on the way. I can see it in your eyes. Let's give it one more chance tonight, baby. Hey, I'm pretty good, man. I could do some shit on X.
Oh, Doc, you're pretty funny, dude. Like, low key, for a white guy, you know, you got some pretty decent rhymes, man. You're clever, you know, with the freestyles.
Oh, you're talking about in the Talking Apes when
That's
like,
fun, right? That's fun to do that. Get all fucked up and do a little freestyle. It's kind of fun, right?
yeah, I'm hanging out with John and Mountain in the room. It'd be like John Kitover, like candidates, Congressman, like podcast. What are you talking about, fool? Shit, I'm trying to keep up. I'm trying to keep the fucking time, but Doc sounds like a dumbass southern man that don't know what he's talking about right now.
No, I mean, honestly, freestyle is not easy, and it's fun. And for some reason, the black community they definitely are better than us usually at that shit. But it's fun to
I I'm not trying to be a hip hop artist. When I do like the witty banter that I do when I do hip hop, is to show that like my brain doesn't really ever give up on my position. Like I'm always
Well,
looking for a higher. I'm always looking
that's
for higher
respectful.
ground.
I can see that, you know, and I think people can see that too. Like, you know, like that's respectful, bro. You know, you're willing to you know, people are doing that shit. You're a white guy. You're 50 years old, 55.
I'm 50.
Nice. Yeah, dude, that's pretty good. It's impressive. God damn it, my boss has got a cold. And he was all bitching about it today, and I'm starting to get all stuffed up. Fuck, I gotta smoke more weed or else I'm gonna get sick.
All right. Are you gonna go to work tomorrow?
Oh yeah, fuck that. I'm still
All right.
going.
Before you go to work, wake up an extra half an hour early. Go to the CBT pharmacy and get Dayquil
Ah, fuck.
for no bullshit.
I'm telling you, bro. I don't like a lot of that pharmaceutical shit.
Holy crap, dude! It doesn't matter whether your boss takes it or not. The fact that you buy him a Dayquil bottle, like with a seal on top, and give it to him because you think that he's like, you know, he might need it.
Yeah.
Like whether he does it or not, it means that like you're acknowledging like the like hierarchy of your existence.
Check this out, Doc. So this is my own anecdotal experience, but something I've noticed. My grandma has always, every time she gets sick, bro, she wants to take every fucking pill under the sun. Okay? My mother's
Dude,
kind of the same way.
I'm allergic to codeine and sulfate.
So
I don't even understand.
Check this out. So check this out, right? My grandfather, bro, hardly takes shit. And like, I'm telling you, man, he is aging better than my grandmother. And like, bro, I feel like everybody who takes every pill under the sun, or you know, they're taking the COVID vaccine, or every time they get sick they gotta take Tylenol or whatever the fuck. I understand taking Tylenol, but to go and take Dayquil and NyQuil and all that bullshit. Fuck
Well,
that.
I mean, like, but the thing is, like, if you have a fever, like, you know, an antipyretic means an anti-fever medication, which would be acetaminophen, which is Tylenol. I'm not saying to do it when you're pregnant or any of that kind of crap, but if you're a man and you have a fever, take Tylenol. It's gonna drop your fever down. Like, you know, and if you have like diphenhydramine, which is Benadryl, was a decongestant, or like a Sudafed, which is like, you know, Sudafed will make your nose run if it's blocked up. Diphenhydramine, Benadryl will make that fucking nose dry the fuck up, and then you'll have like open nares. Wow. Open nares. Who fucking says that word?
What is that?
Your nails, your nares are your nostrils.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like what? I mean, like, do you understand how to be full throttle with your nose? Do you know how to run?
No.
You know when you run, you don't open your mouth.
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh fuck. I guess some people are hula.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't mindlessly go and fight for the government, bro. Even though I respect the military.
I 100% did.
I know you did, Doc.
Well, does that make me a dick doc or a doc that's a dick?
No, it's I don't blame you, you know, because when you're young and impressionable, even not young, like I know guys who have done it and they live a better life than me because they get better benefits, but I don't like the
I'm
idea.
at 80%, and they denied me for fucking 10 years for 40% of it.
Really?
They gave me a $200,000 damn check. That's only because like I was supposed to show up in 3 days in front of Bernie Sanders, and he didn't want to see me.
Why?
But he paid me.
Who did?
Bernie Sanders.
Why?
Oh, because he was the oversight committee for the VA.
Okay.
You don't understand how the Senate works, do you?
I guess not enough to know what you're talking about. Enlighten me.
Oh, okay.
Enlighten me.
I'm still 50 years old and still trying to kick somebody's ass.
Okay.
I'm looking for a fucking fight, dude.
So enlighten me, Doc. Come on.
I will enlighten somebody.
Okay.
Like, I'll teach them there's nothing new underneath the sun when I get done with them. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm just an asshole, dude. I like to hurt people.
Doc.
A lot of people deserve to be hurt.
How are you gonna do that, Doc?
What?
You're 155 pounds, dude.
Yeah, I'm 5'10", 155 pounds.
Uh-huh.
Conor McGregor is 145 pounds.
Well, he was. Not now. He's.
Well, when he was champion.
And do you think you're...
So he was 10 pounds
Do you think
lighter
you're
than
Conor
me.
McGregor? Fuck! Do you think you're Conor McGregor?
No, I think that I was trained in combatives, and like if it comes down to you or me, I bet you I got you beat.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Well.
I will destroy you, bitch.
Whatever, Doc. You're a scary dude.
No, I'm just a realist. You want to try?
I mean, sure. Yeah, dude.
Oh, pussy bitch.
Yeah, okay, Doc.
Anytime, anywhere, any place. I will, like, I'm in Georgia. In Georgia, we're allowed to do mutual combatant agreements. If I say we can fight, if I knock your teeth out, you can't make me pay for your dentures.
Right.
Let's go.
Well, I don't have dentures, dude.
Well, when I guarantee when I get done with you, you might need some.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You think you're the first person who's threatened me on the internet, dude? You goofy bastard.
Dude, you don't know who the fuck I is.
Yeah, no kidding, dude. You know, same. Feelings mutual.
Oh! corn dogs and hash browns and barbecue sauce.
I'm pissed, dude.
And, you know, because I'm from
fucking
Georgia.
pissed. I just
And,
gave.
and
Oh
it
yes,
tastes
dude.
really good.
Why would you do that, guy? I just fucking. Oh my god, dude. I totally gave this guy the game. Then he fucked it up, dude.
Is it because of the hash browns or the barbecue sauce?
No, he just got in a hurry. Sorry, pal. Bam!
What do you-
bitch?
What do you know about Z? Tell me how Z works.
What's Z?
Twitter?
X.
It's just the same thing, dude. You know, it's all like this. So make a profile on.
This correlation of like understanding what you're doing is key into how God judges you. So I can't imagine that an 8-year-old is they'll be looked at differently than others. And then there's Bible verses where David talks about his baby. I know it's a baby, but he says, "I will go to him, and he will not come to me." And a baby can't make decisions. So I think there's nothing hard line in the Bible about it, but there's a theme that would have me to believe that an 8-year-old girl who dies is not going to hell.
Well, actually, that is applicable to everybody, right? And you have to take into account God knows everything, right? So he knows the outcome and he knows what that person's going to be before they get to that level. So yes, if there are newborn babies that have died, it's more likely that their souls went to hell, because he said to all of the Israelites, kill every baby and every man in the land of Canaan.
Well, okay. Well, then why did David say, "My soul will go to my son"?
This comment, and I'm a psychic, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna portal myself. Oh, okay, I'm back. I decided to, if you will, teleport or just astral project, theta project, if you will. I take myself into a theta brainwave, and then I head up, and immediately I felt.
The clubhouse.
Yeah, just
The
deleted.
thing is, there's not as many rooms, so there's not near as many rooms, but you'll get a lot more people. But if you start like a niche thing like John will, we can start getting a foothold on X.
Exactly.
The good thing about X is that you don't get banned as much. Like, they got white supremacist rooms, all sorts of weird rooms that are less moderated, so
There's a lot of
they're not
toxic
going to
shit.
ban you, usually, unless you're, like, threatening to kill people. But they're pretty lax, so. Anyway, if you start an X account, I will follow you. We can follow each other and stuff, so we can. Because this app is gonna die, bro.
Well, what's your X handle? I have like 30 X accounts.
It's on its way. Maybe not, but I could be wrong. But it's good diversity, so.
We'll open up an account, just search John Kitover and start following. I'll follow you back, and then we'll create rooms when you have downtime, or there's like news events, and we'll try to be, timely and peak usage times.
Fuck.
Oh shit, Mom Donnie is here.
What are you doing?
That piece of shit Mom Donnie showed up. Congratulations, Mr. Mayor.
What's up, John? Oh, fuck!
What up, Mr. Mayor? Are you speaking? You want to say something?
Shit. Oh yeah, you fucked yourself, pal. Dunk, motherfucker.
In the United States, and
Never just continue
you
to
never
talk.
lived here. Yeah, exactly. Because
Just
you
never
don't
lived there.
understand what you're talking about. You're just talking out your ass. You have no clue what you're
Bella.
talking about. Zero.
So Bella,
None.
I don't want to. Bella, I don't want to tell you what I've done for a living. So let me tell you what I've done for a living. I lived in the United States for my whole life. So
The Virgin
I don't know if you don't understand that the U.S. Virgin Islands is part of the United States. It is.
But it's not the United States.
But it's not
He's not an immigrant.
I've lived on the mainland.
Operate nothing like the U.S. Nothing.
How do you know that if you've never been there?
U.S. It doesn't matter.
Virgin Islands
They operate nothing like
operate.
the 50 states. It does matter.
How does it operate then? There's no
You do not operate like any of the 50 states.
to how the other states operate. You've never been,
So we all have the state budgets.
and you have no idea what it is.
Because we all have the state
It's
budget.
just like the functions, just like the United States. You got insurance company.
Travel and it's
F is a rude word. I agree. Did I use the F word? Sorry if I did. Didn't mean to use it. Or maybe it was Docker.
Stands on tiptoe, doesn't stand firm. He who rushes ahead doesn't go far. He who tries to shine dims his own light. He who defines himself can't know who he really is. He who has power over others can't empower himself. He who clings to his work will create nothing that endures. If you want to accord with the Tao, just do your job, then let go. 25. There was something formless and perfect before the universe was born. It is serene, empty, solitary, unchanging, infinite, eternally present. It is the mother of the universe. For lack of a better name, I call it the Tao. It flows through all things, inside and outside, and returns to the origin of all things. The Tao is great. The universe is great. Earth is great. Man is great. These are the four great powers. Man follows the earth. Earth follows the universe. The universe follows the Tao. The Tao follows only itself. 26. The heavy is the root of the light. The unmoved is the source of all movement. Thus the master travels all day without leaving home. However splendid the views, she stays serenely in herself. Why should the lord of the country flit about like a fool? If you let yourself be blown to and fro, you lose touch with your root. If you let restlessness move you, you lose touch with who you are. "27. A good traveler has no fixed plans and is not intent upon arriving. A good artist lets his intuition lead him wherever it wants. A good scientist has freed himself of concepts and keeps his mind open to what is. Thus the master is available to all people and doesn't reject anyone. He is ready to use all situations and doesn't waste anything. This is called embodying the light. What is a good man but a bad man's teacher? What is a bad man but a good man's job? If you don't understand this, you will get lost, however intelligent you are. It is the great secret. 28. Know the male, yet keep to the female. Receive the world in your arms. If you receive the world, the Tao will never leave you, and you will be like a little child. Know the white, yet keep to the black. Be a pattern for the world. If you are a pattern for the world, the Tao will be strong inside you, and there will be nothing you can't do. Know the personal, yet keep to the impersonal. Accept the world as it is. If you accept the world, the Tao will be luminous inside you, and you will return to your primal self. The world is formed from the void, like utensils from a block of wood. The master knows the utensils, yet keeps to the block. Thus she can use all things. 29. Do you want to improve the world? I don't think it can be done. The world is sacred. It can't be improved. If you tamper with it, you'll ruin it. If you treat it like an object, you'll lose it. There's a time for being ahead, a time for being behind, a time for being in motion, a time for being at rest, a time for being vigorous, a time for being exhausted, a time for being safe, a time for being in danger. The Master sees things as they are, without trying to control them. She lets them go their own way and resides at the center of the circle. 30. Whoever relies on the Tao in governing men doesn't try to force issues or defeat enemies by force of arms. For every force, there is a counterforce. Violence, even well-intentioned, always rebounds upon oneself. The Master does his job and then stops. He understands that the universe is forever out of control, and that trying to dominate events goes against the current of the Tao. Because he believes in himself, he doesn't try to convince others. Because he is content with himself, he doesn't need others' approval. Because he accepts himself, the whole world accepts him. 31. Weapons are the tools of violence. All decent men detest them. Weapons are the tools of fear. A decent man will avoid them, except in the direst necessity, and if compelled, will use them only with the utmost restraint. Peace is his highest value. If the peace has been shattered, how can he be content? His enemies are not demons, but human beings like himself. He doesn't wish them personal harm, nor does he rejoice in victory. How could he rejoice in victory and delight in the slaughter of men? He enters a battle gravely, with sorrow, and with great compassion, as if he were attending a funeral. 32. The Tao can't be perceived. Smaller than an electron, it contains uncountable galaxies. If powerful men and women could remain centered in the Tao, all things would be in harmony. The world would become a paradise. people would be at peace, and the law would be written in their hearts.
Nura Bandura.
When you have names and forms, know that they are provisional. When you have institutions, know where their functions should end. Knowing when to stop, you can avoid any danger. All things end in the Tao, as rivers flow into the sea. 33. Knowing others is intelligence. Knowing yourself is true wisdom. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. If you realize that you have enough, you are truly rich. If you stay in the center and embrace death with your whole heart, you will endure forever. "34. The great Tao flows everywhere. All things are born from it, yet it doesn't create them. It pours itself into its work, yet it makes no claim. It nourishes infinite worlds, yet it doesn't hold on to them. Since it is merged with all things and hidden in their hearts, it can be called humble. Since all things vanish into it, and it alone endures, it can be called great. It isn't aware of its greatness. Thus, it is truly great." 35. She who is centered in the Tao can go where she wishes without danger. She perceives the universal harmony, even amid great pain, because she has found peace in her heart. Music or the smell of good cooking may make people stop and enjoy, but words that point to the Tao seem monotonous and without flavor. When you look for it, there is nothing to see. When you listen for it, there is nothing to hear. When you use it, it is inexhaustible. 36. If you want to shrink something, you must first allow it to expand. If you want to get rid of something, you must first allow it to flourish. If you want to take something, you must first allow it to be given. This is called the subtle perception of the way things are. The soft overcomes the hard. The slow overcomes the fast. Let your workings remain a mystery. This is called the subtle perception of the way things are. The soft overcomes the hard. The slow overcomes the fast. Let your workings remain a mystery. The greatest art seems unsophisticated. The greatest love seems indifferent. The greatest wisdom seems childish. The Tao is nowhere to be found, yet it nourishes and completes all things. 42. The Tao gives birth to one. One gives birth to two. Two gives birth to three. Three gives birth to all things. All things have their backs to the female and stand facing the male. When male and female combine, all things achieve harmony. Ordinary men hate solitude, but the Master makes use of it, embracing his aloneness, realizing he is one with the whole universe. 43. The gentlest thing in the world overcomes the hardest thing in the world. That which has no substance enters where there is no space. This shows the value of non-action. Teaching without words, performing without actions. That is the Master's way. 44. Fame or integrity? Which is more important? Money or happiness? Which is more valuable? Success or failure? Which is more destructive? If you look to others for fulfillment, you will never truly be fulfilled. If your happiness depends on money, you will never be happy with yourself. Be content with what you have. Rejoice in the way things are. When you realize there is nothing lacking, the whole world belongs to you. 45. True perfection seems imperfect, yet it is perfectly itself. True fullness seems empty, yet it is fully present. True straightness seems crooked. True wisdom seems foolish. True art seems artless. The Master allows things to happen. She shapes events as they come. She steps out of the way and lets the Tao speak for itself. 46. When a country is in harmony with the Tao, the factories make trucks and tractors. When a country goes counter to the Tao, warheads are stockpiled outside the cities. There is no greater illusion than fear, no greater wrong than preparing to defend yourself, no greater misfortune than having an enemy. Whoever can see through all fear will always be safe. "47. Without opening your door, you can open your heart to the world. Without looking out your window, you can see the essence of the Tao. The more you know, the less you understand." The Master arrives without leaving, sees the light without looking, achieves without doing a thing. 48. In the pursuit of knowledge, every day something is added. In the practice of the Tao, every day something is dropped. Less and less do you need to force things, until finally you arrive at non-action. When nothing is done, nothing is left undone. True mastery can be gained by letting things go their own way. It can't be gained by interfering. 49. The Master has no mind of her own. She works with the mind of the people. She is good to people who are good. She's also good to people who aren't good. This is true goodness. She trusts people who are trustworthy. She also trusts people who aren't trustworthy. This is true trust. The Master's mind is like space. People don't understand her. They look to her and wait. She treats them like her own children. 50. The Master gives himself up to whatever the moment brings. He knows that he is going to die, and he has nothing left to hold on to. No illusions in his mind, no resistances in his body. He doesn't think about his actions. They flow from the core of his being. He holds nothing back from life. Therefore, he is ready for death, as a man is ready for sleep after a good day's work. 51. Every being in the universe is an expression of the Tao. It springs into existence, unconscious, perfect, free, takes on a physical body, lets circumstances complete it. That is why every being spontaneously honors the Tao. The Tao gives birth to all beings, nourishes them, maintains them, cares for them, comforts them, protects them, takes them back to itself, creating without possessing, acting without expecting, guiding without interfering. That is why love of the Tao is in the very nature of things. 52. In the beginning was the Tao. All things issue from it. All things return to it. To find the origin, trace back the manifestations. When you recognize the children and find the mother, you will be free of sorrow. If you close your mind in judgments and traffic with desires, your heart will be troubled. If you keep your mind from judging and aren't led by the senses, your heart will find peace. Seeing into darkness is clarity. Knowing how to yield is strength. Use your own light and return to the source of light. This is called practicing eternity. 53. The great way is easy, yet people prefer the side paths. Be aware when things are out of balance. Stay centered within the Tao. When rich speculators prosper, while farmers lose their land, when government officials spend money on weapons instead of cures, when the upper class is extravagant and irresponsible, while the poor have nowhere to turn, all this is robbery and chaos. It is not in keeping with the Tao. 54. Whoever is planted in the Tao will not be rooted up. Whoever embraces the Tao will not slip away. Her name will be held in honor from generation to generation. Let the Tao be present in your life, and you will become genuine. Let it be present in your family, and your family will flourish. Let it be present in your country, and your country will be an example to all countries in the world. Let it be present in the universe, and the universe will sing. How do I know this is true? By looking inside myself. 55. He who is in harmony with the Tao is like a newborn child. Its bones are soft, its muscles are weak, but its grip is powerful. It doesn't know about the union of male and female, yet its penis can stand erect. So intense is its vital power. It can scream its head off all day, yet it never becomes hoarse. So complete is its harmony. The Master's power is like this. He lets all things come and go effortlessly, without desire. He never expects results. Thus he is never disappointed. He is never disappointed. Thus His spirit never grows old. "56. Those who know don't talk. Those who talk don't know. Close your mouth. Block off your senses. Blunt your sharpness. Untie your knots. Soften your glare. Settle your dust. This is the primal identity. Be like the Tao. It can't be approached or withdrawn from, benefited or harmed, honored or brought into disgrace. It gives itself up continually. That is why it endures. 57. If you want to be a great leader, you must learn to follow the Tao. Stop trying to control. Let go of fixed plans and concepts, and the world will govern itself. The more prohibitions you have, the less virtuous people will be. The more weapons you have, the less secure people will be. The more subsidies you have, the less self-reliant people will be. Therefore, the Master says, I let go of the law, and people become honest. I let go of economics, and people become prosperous. I let go of religion, and people become serene. I let go of all desire for the common good, and the good becomes common as grass. 58. If a country is governed with tolerance, the people are comfortable and honest. If a country is governed with repression, the people are depressed and crafty. When the will to power is in charge, the higher the ideals, the lower the results. Try to make people happy, and you lay the groundwork for misery. Try to make people moral, and you lay the groundwork for vice. Thus the Master is content to serve as an example and not to impose her will. She is pointed, but doesn't pierce. Straightforward, but supple. Radiant, but easy on the eyes. 59. For governing a country well, there is nothing better than moderation. The mark of a moderate man is freedom from his own ideas. Tolerant like the sky, all-pervading like sunlight, firm like a mountain, supple like a tree in the wind. He has no destination in view, and makes use of anything life happens to bring his way. Nothing is impossible for him. Because he has let go, he can care for the people's welfare, as a mother cares for her child. '60. Governing a large country is like frying a small fish. You spoil it with too much poking. Center your country in the Tao, and evil will have no power. Not that it isn't there, but you'll be able to step out of its way. Give evil nothing to oppose, and it will disappear by itself. 61. When a country obtains great power, it becomes like the sea. All streams run downward into it. The more powerful it grows, the greater the need for humility. Humility means trusting the Tao, thus never needing to be defensive. A great nation is like a great man. When he makes a mistake, he realizes it. Having realized it, he admits it. Having admitted it, he corrects it. He considers those who point out his faults as his most benevolent teachers. He thinks of his enemy as the shadow that he himself casts. If a nation is centered in the Tao, if it nourishes its own people and doesn't meddle in the affairs of others, it will be a light to all nations in the world. 62. The Tao is the center of the universe, the good man's treasure, the bad man's refuge. Honors can be bought with fine words. Respect can be won with good deeds. But the Tao is beyond all value, and no one can achieve it. Thus, when a new leader is chosen, don't offer to help him with your wealth or your expertise. Offer instead to teach him about the Tao. Why did the ancient masters esteem the Tao? Because, being one with the Tao, when you seek, you find. And when you make a mistake, you are forgiven. That is why everybody loves it. 63. Act without doing. Work without effort. Think of the small as large, and the few as many. Confront the difficult while it is still easy. Accomplish the great task by a series of small acts. The master never reaches for the great. Thus she achieves greatness. When she runs into a difficulty, she stops and gives herself to it. She doesn't cling to her own comfort. Thus, problems are no problem for her. 64. What is rooted is easy to nourish. What is recent is easy to correct. What is brittle is easy to break. What is small is easy to scatter. Prevent trouble before it arises. Put things in order before they exist. A giant pine tree grows from a tiny sprout. The journey of 1,000 miles starts from beneath your feet. Rushing into action, you fail. Trying to grasp things, you lose them. Forcing a project to completion, you ruin what was almost ripe. Therefore, the master takes action by letting things take their course. He remains as calm at the end as at the beginning. He has nothing, thus has nothing to lose. What he desires is non-desire. What he learns is to unlearn. He simply reminds people of who they have always been. He cares about nothing but the Tao. Thus, he can care for all things. 65.